Hello, namaste. How are you all? I'm fine. Hope the same from your side. Many parents tell that their children are not studying. They are not ready to study. How we can make them, how we can change them, how we can create interest among them. This is the question asked by many parents. So, first of all, before teaching them, no doubt some parents told we take books and we sit along with them and we teach them, yet they are not paying attention and all. Before teaching, you have to create some atmosphere how the child will be induced to learn. First, you should create some auto suggestions. What are these auto suggestions? Suppose your child is weak in maths, because some parents told maths is not paying attention, some told English, whichever the subject is. He may have some, fear about that subject. So he should have the auto suggestion that this subject is very easy. This subject is very easy. I can easily grasp all the topics in it. I can easily understand all the topics in it. Hence, I will score very good marks in it. So, some confidence should be created. When the child is confident that he can do, he can learn, then he will be ready to learn it. That is the atmosphere creation. Then equipments. You are knowing for each and everything we need the weapons, equipments. So what the child needs when you are sitting aside him and taking his studies. First, you should have the prescribed textbooks. It is a must. The textbooks. Then have a dictionary. Then other supplementary materials if there is anything. For example, if you are teaching geography, then you should have an atlas and all. Then you should have the previous year's question papers or practice question papers. These things are must. See, I am repeating again. Prescribed textbooks, dictionary, other supplementary material. Then you should have the question papers. Then we should know S, Q and 3R. S means survey, Q means questions, R1 reading, R2 recalling, R3 revising. First you take the reading of that lesson, whatever it is. Then ask him questions randomly. Then teach him. Then you can ask him to read. Then you can ask him to recall. Then you can ask him revise. That is in general. It is about reading. Now what about writing? Where we should pay attention in writing. You are knowing writing skill is also very, very important. So under writing skills, I may divide it into 3 parts. Why 3 parts means? Which is very, very important. So first is legible handwriting. See, I understand my words. Legible. I am not telling beautiful. Legible. Which the others are able to read and understand. Legible handwriting. And when he writes, how it should be? It should be grammatically correct. And the third thing needed is speed. Suppose he writes okay, legible, but it takes such a lot of time to write it. Is it of use? No. That is why even speed is also important. How he can have that? It is by practice. No other way. Practice makes a man perfect. And we should have even time management, or you should pay attention towards words, actions, thoughts, characters, and habits. These things are very, very important when you are teaching your child. Teaching is not at all difficult if you are interested in that. And remember that while we are teaching, the student being at the center of the learning process. So, who is at the center? Child, student. Student's needs should be the prime consideration. What he needs, that is very, very important. The following three aspects can be used to determine students' needs. First, interest. It is necessary to make every learning experience interesting. If it is not interested, he won't learn at all. For the student, it should be interested, not for you. The child should be interested. And you are knowing, you should use the methods which will attract the child, which will create interest in him. Then next is practical value. Students should be able to apply their learning outside the classroom. Maths he is knowing in the notebook to solve. But if you send him out to buy something, if he is not able to get the change, whatever is remaining, what is the use? If the shopkeeper tells for 1 kg this much, if he is not able to understand how much he has to pay for half kg or for 500 grams, what is the use? So it should be of practical use. When he goes outside, it should help him. Outside the classroom, it should be helpful. It is expected that learning items and methods should prove useful to the student in their future career or occupation. Otherwise, what we are learning is different, and afterwards in life it is different. It should not happen like that. It should help them in the future as well. And educational value. The learning items and methods should also be useful to the students in their daily and future studies. If you are having this, the child will definitely learn well. It is not at all difficult to teach any child. First, create the atmosphere, give him all the needed instruments, whatever is needed. For if he is learning geometry, geometrical box should be there, geography, atlas should be like that, whatever things, needed things, and you should create interest in that subject. Moreover, what he is learning, it should help him in the future. He should be able to make use of it outside the classroom. When he is learning in the classroom, maths or whatever it is, it should help him when he goes outside the classroom. And not only outside the classroom, even in his career, in his future, it should help him. So we should be very, very careful while taking their studies. It will help our children a lot. Have a good day.